What's going on, guys? Dan Roman, your Alberta and BC Realtor. In today's video, we are going to find out if an investment property is right for you. So you have decided to invest in real estate. Maybe you're just thinking about it. Maybe you've already bought one. There is nothing like investing in real estate. You own it. It's yours. It's an amazing feeling. Your property value could appreciate, and also simultaneously you could be making passive rental income. All that sounds pretty good. Well, it's not all that simple, and there are a few things to consider before buying that property. Coming right up, we will look at a few things to consider before buying that property. Before you even start your search, you have to decide why. Why do you want to buy this investment property? Is it for rental income? Is it for capital gains? What is it that you are looking to achieve? Is it a short-term rental? Or is it all three of them? Is it two of them? You have to decide for yourself, what is it that you're looking to buy this property for? Do you have a long-term or a short-term strategy? The right realtor can help you answer these questions. Depending what your answers are to these questions will determine your mortgage structure, your fees that you'll be paying, what interest rate you can qualify for. Then you can decide on what type of real property you're looking to invest in. Are you looking at residential, commercial, rural? Are you just buying land? If you're looking at residential, are you getting a condo, a standalone home? Is it a side-by-side? Things like that you must consider. Once you answer all these questions and decide what type of property you want to invest in, we will discuss 5 things before you buy that investment property. The 5 things are listed right behind me. Let's take a look here. We got starting with location. Location, number 1, location. A good location is going to be the difference between clients finding you and you having to spend marketing dollars on finding them, all while covering operating costs out of your own pocket. A bargain is great, and a lot of times what people will do will look at up-and-coming neighborhoods. Up-and-coming neighborhoods are ones that are a little bit further away from the inner city, from downtown. They're a little bit more affordable, and a lot of times they will have older homes. So with older homes, you're looking at more money into upkeep, repairs, maintenance, things like that. When looking in up-and-coming neighborhoods, it could be more tricky and risky. So do your research before doing that. Also remember that up-and-coming could be for 20 years. Can you wait 20 years to turn a profit or get capital gains? Ask yourself that question before diving into an up-and-coming neighborhood. When considering location, look for places that are easily accessible. Think to yourself, where are people spending most of their time? Look for places with already established infrastructure with a lot of amenities close by. Look for pre-established communities that have schools, banks, offices. Do they have restaurants, malls, grocery stores? Look for entertainment. Do they have parks? These are things that are important to people when they're looking to buy or rent a property. Another good indication that a community or city is growing is when huge companies like Amazon are looking to build offices or warehouses there. A good resource is to look at your local municipality. Just go online, do a Google search. A lot of times they'll post their development plans and future outlooks for what they're looking to build and develop. You should also look at transportation and bus routes. You should see, is it easy to commute by bus, by walking, by biking? What is the walk score? Is it easy to get around without a vehicle? A good place to start is inner city. This would be the downtown core. The further away you go from downtown, affordability goes up. Then you'll have to consider the price to value ratio. This research you can conduct by looking on Rent Faster, looking on Facebook Marketplace, Airbnb. Compare different areas. Look at short and long-term rental rates. Look at different areas. In today's video, we're going to look at Airbnb for an example. All right, guys, let's dive in. We're going to check out Airbnb. We're going to compare the prices here. Let's do Kelowna. Let's choose a date here. We'll just do one day, 2nd to 3rd, just a weekend. We'll do 4 guests total. So we're going to compare the price from downtown Kelowna and work our way out. We're going to do entire place. We don't want any like shared accommodations, nothing like that. Everything else we'll leave the same. Let's go to downtown here. What do we got? Total of 6 places. Lowest price was what, $375? Oh, there's one more. Let's see which that one is. 490. Okay. So yes, the most affordable one is 375. The most expensive being what, 9 something here? 964. Let's get the average price up here on the screen. This is the average price between the 6 properties that are coming up here. Now, let's work our way away from downtown. Nothing yet. Okay, let's zoom out here. We're not getting anything. Okay, there's one for 310. Is there anything else? Oh, there we go. There. Maybe just slow internet. But okay, what we got? 3, 6. We got 7 coming up here. And as we can see here, we're getting places for $99 all the way up to $538. Let's quickly do an average. Let's do an average coming up here. Oh my goodness. It's my computer just acting up. But as you guys can see here, the prices do go down the further away you get from downtown. This is the average coming up, and then this is the low to high price range. Just a quick little example. There's always going to be outliers, right? So there's always going to be some good deals here and there. But for the majority of times, the inner city downtown, it's going to be the most expensive. For rentals, this is for short-term and long-term rentals. When looking at location, also consider crime rates. Look on your municipal and provincial websites. A lot of times they will go in depth and a lot of details on what is going on in that community or neighborhood. Is there a lot of theft? Is there a lot of violence, vandalism, things like that? Remember to sometimes take a step back and put yourself in the renter's shoes. Think to yourself, hey, if I was a renter, would I want to live in this community? Would this community work for me? Let me know in the comments below the number one thing you would consider before renting a property. You are searching for a property, you are a renter. What is the number one thing? Let me know in the comments below. Number 2, finances, mortgages, interest rates. What can you afford? Is your credit score more than 700? Ask yourself these questions. Your financial situation will dictate what home you can buy and what you can afford. What is your debt to equity ratio? What is your debt to income ratio? How much debt are you in? Are you a first-time home buyer? And can you get away with a 5% down payment and paying the CMHC insurance? Or is this home your second purchase? Is this an investment property? Do you have 20% down? With investment properties, a lot of times the interest rate can be higher. They want a larger down payment, and a lot of times it's 20% or more. Sometimes you might have to consider going through private lenders. Are you able to afford a 5 or 6% interest rate? After you answer all these questions, get a pre-approval. Talk to a mortgage specialist, a mortgage broker, and see what you can qualify for in your current financial situation. You guys made it this far in the video. If you find this information helpful, show me some love, hit that like and subscribe button, and we are coming up with number 3, renovation and closing costs. When buying any pre-owned home, there are going to be expenses. Things like freshening the place up, renovations, repairs, maintenance. These are going to be upfront costs. As soon as you buy the house, there's going to be fees that you'll have to pay, let alone repairs and things like that. Remember that it's not just costs, it's also time. How long will it take you to do the wall painting? How long will it take you to change the furnace, to change the roof? Whatever needs to be done, consider that it's not just money, it's also the time that goes into it. And when you're spending, let's say, a month or 2 months, you are not renting the place out. It is just sitting there, and you are spending operating costs on maintaining the place. One cost before you even buy the place is going to be a home inspection, and those can range between $300 and $500. Very good to get because you could always recoup the costs. If something is found wrong with the place, you can always renegotiate the price on the home. A good rule of thumb is to always get 3 quotes for repairs and maintenance. Go out, find a few companies, call them up. They'll come out, they'll give you free quotes and estimates, and then you can make an educated decision. Some fees at closing that you'll have to consider would be lawyer fees, realtor fees, speculation tax if that applies to you out here in BC. There's also property tax. Also consider, are you going to be renting the place fully furnished? Because that's another cost. You'll have to go out, fully furnish the place. Or are you just going to do long-term rentals without furnishing the place? Number 4, operating costs and ongoing monthly and annual costs. It costs money to own real estate. Vacancy rates, upkeep, and repairs. Things to consider like walls, your furnace, hot water tank, your AC unit, your roof, windows, floors. How long do they have? If you went with a condo, there's going to be strata and condo fees. Also, if you went with a management company, a lot of times they will take 10% of your gross income. If you're doing short-term rentals, your insurance will go up on the property, and also management fees could also be higher. Not only will they take a percentage, they could also take a fee. If you're not with a management company, are you doing all the management yourself? Consider the time that you have to invest into that property. Also, you could be living in the property. That's another option, right? If you're doing short-term rentals like Airbnb, are you providing internet? Are you paying for Netflix, Amazon, water, sewage, garbage removal, heat, electricity, things like that? Those are extra costs. Upkeep prices go up. More people going through the house, they could damage it. With short-term rentals, you also have to consider cleaning fees. If you're doing it yourself, do you have the proper procedures in place? Do you have easy and self check-in, check-out? Do you have a keypad? Do you have surveillance? If you're not even living in the province or place where you're doing the short-term rentals, who is keeping an eye on it when you are not there? When you're doing short-term rentals properly, you have to do the incorporation. That's another cost, about $1,500 to incorporate. Also, your license from the city to do short-term rentals. If you're doing a condo, do you have permission from the strata board to do short-term rental? Number 5, know your risks. Every investment has potential risk with it. You could lose money. You can make money. You never know, right? Do your research, educate yourself before making that investment decision. Your tenants might not pay on time. Your tenants might do some damage. There could be unexpected legal fees. The interest rates could go up. Can you afford if the interest rate doubles tomorrow? Can you afford that? The market could change. It could go up or down, right? It could be in your benefit. It could go against you. Can you afford to refinance your home if it's worth $100,000 less? You get a fixed or variable rate. If it's variable, you could be having a potential risk of interest rates going up on you. There could be another lockdown. If people can't travel and you are in a vacation destination, how will that affect you? I can't stress this enough. Do your research. Talk to professionals, talk to lawyers, accountants, talk to realtors, interview a few specialists, make an educated decision. Get the knowledge, then invest your money. You're already looking at YouTube videos. This is a great way to start. There's many good channels out there that can help you make an educated decision. Invest in yourself, spend the time, money, and effort into educating yourself, getting the proper knowledge needed before investing your hard-earned money. Now it's your turn. Do you have any suggestions or anything out there for other first-time home buyers or investors? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts? What is the number 1 thing, number 2 thing? What did I miss? Let me know in the comments below. This concludes our video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, show me some love. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions or anything, comment below or just reach out to me. I'm just a phone call away. Give me a shout and find out the Dan Roman difference.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10.